Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Libra. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. Let's begin. This is very interesting because I was looking at these dice as they come out. I leave them the way they land. And they all landed in reverse. So, interesting. Because the Magician is right here with everything up in the air. So I immediately see these dice as a question mark. This is about something that is out of order. This is some type of chaos going on. These are unanswered questions. So this would be when will this person come back? You know, or when will they let me back in, depending on your situation. Or when will they communicate? When will they start talking? Because clearly someone has been shut out and went silent. Okay, there's been no news. So when will they communicate? There's been no apology for something somebody has done. So that could be, you know, maybe somebody feels they need an apology for something. Or it could be even that somebody might need to feel or could be wondering if they would be forgiven for something they've done. You know, I mean, for me, it's just looking like a mess. It's looking like there's a lot of questions and nobody's getting any answers because nobody's talking. That's what it looks like. And so that brings me to the central issue, which is the card of fire. And there you have it. And so somebody may feel burned. Somebody may feel like they were playing with fire. This can speak to a very intense feeling for someone, but it's like one needs to be careful. This could also be needing to be careful because somebody has these intense feelings going one way or the other, you know. Somebody's ego could be holding them prisoner. Somebody could have blew up and is like they blew up and then they kind of disappeared to cool off for some. Somebody has still, whatever has occurred between you and another, somebody, and maybe both, still have some very intense feelings for the other. This King of Swords is about a strategy. It is about a decision. And he is kind of thoughtful as he looks at that chessboard, wondering how to possibly win, or how he could win, or what his next move might be, or even wondering what your next move. There could even be, it's because I look at the way, look how he holds that sword. It's like, I need to make a move, but, you know, what move do I make? I need to be careful. And there you go. There's the page, and he is now in the upright. Here he was in the reverse on the dice. So there was some type of emotional upset. This could be a very emotional breakup where somebody just disappeared. And so, I mean, they could be wanting to come back or looking at the details of how to make order out of chaos, or how to make order out of this mess that maybe they've created. Or you could be wondering when they're going to make a move and come back and apologize. You know, could be like, I can see both sides. And both of you are thinking about the other and thinking similar things, but yet somewhat different from your standpoint or your view, you know, of the situation. But neither one of you knows that the other is thinking about them, you know, but I see it here from my view. Somebody created all this chaos, and this is somebody who did something here very impulsively, from maybe the card's very dark. I mean, it could have happened in the evening or the night, judging by the sky, but it could be representing the dark thoughts someone was having. And the damage that led to somebody, those thoughts or fears, whatever was going on in the mind, pushed them to do this, or pushed them to react this way, or made them react this way. But I mean, you know, those thoughts came from somewhere, and they were unable to control them. This could be buried pain for this person, something that they've been carrying. It could be, yeah, because somebody is wounded here. They may not have been trusting a situation and maybe thought that they were going to get burned, or felt that caution was needed, had some very intense feelings, or trust issues even. I feel like this person and how they were thinking or viewing this situation is what caused the chaos or the eruption. They suddenly became very defensive, and quickly, it's like somebody who turns on a dime. And so it's like they became defensive. They blocked the doorway or the opening and took a new direction. So it's like they closed off the cycle because they were feeling very upset or defensive because of a wound or wounds they carried or experiences they've had. They felt as maybe something was risky, that they were playing with fire with that fire card. So you guys are back to back here. Look at that. You're back to back. And so it's like a stalemate. And maybe or either you are thinking this, or they're thinking you're thinking this. You're looking at this Five of Cups, and the Seven of Swords is the next card. Is over here, and you can't really see it, but there it is on the Page of Cups. Oh, look at that. Okay, so you might be thinking that this person or they believe that you would think that they're out of chances, possibly because of maybe that you deceived them about something in the past, or about their feelings, that you may no longer trust in them. This person has a choice to make. Okay, they have a choice to make. They caused the damage of the Three of Swords that's underneath it. So they caused the damage, but they could be in denial about where that, or why they reacted, or why they did what they did. Because with the blindfold, there's something they're not seeing about the choice that they need to make, because of the Three of Swords, possibly. Their heart still bleeding from a previous wound, which is what we see over here. Listen. This person has a decision to make, and this is like a stalemate. You could even consider this to be a stalemate, and you're not talking. And this has been going on for a long time, where somebody's been trying to bury their emotions. It's like they don't even want to look there. They're in denial, in denial of those emotions. Of or about that opportunity. So they've kind of locked you out. That's what I got back here. That they blocked the door, and look what's blocking the door. Look, those swords, and look, the red ribbon speaks to the passion, and look at the water, how it churns back there. They're in denial of these emotions, and I'm telling you, it has to be very difficult for them to keep that doorway blocked. But there's something, and I mean, it's nighttime here again. I mean, but we see the moon. They could be afraid. There's something this person needs to look at that they are not looking at. They're in denial of. I mean, it could be those emotions, but it could be something deeper. You know, why? Like, for example, why are they keeping that blindfold on? You know, what is it that you're not seeing? I mean, maybe this person is listening too much to the mind and not enough to the heart. Maybe they are not being, maybe they're not being logical. Maybe they're not being reasonable. But clearly, there is a decision to make, and we see that there is a stalemate. We see that both of them are thinking about the other, you know, each one thinking of the other. And everything is up in the air. It's just like everything's up in the air. So you get that feeling of, you know, what do I do? So somebody's got mixed feelings here, as much as they are in denial of these emotions. They try to keep them down. I feel like the emotions do creep out and kind of, you know, say like, hello, I'm still here. Hello, I'm still here. You can't chase me away. You can't hide me. You can't bury me. Well, you can, but I'm still here. Nine of Swords in reverse. I mean, they understand that some type of rash behavior they did in the past led to failure and regret. And that regret generates very deep and long-lasting feelings. Bad feelings, pain, and they're looking at temperance. Maybe they're trying to heal. you see that they still have the vision, but maybe lack the courage. Yeah. Because the vision is still on the back of, the vision is still on the back of the chair. They're alone looking to the future. And this is what they envision. But I feel like they lack the courage to do it. Because the Nine of Swords in reverse can also indicate the upright only to the extreme. So, they could have some extreme feelings of guilt, you know. Or be extremely worried even. Yeah, see, looking over here, this is interesting, you know, because we see this person and they're thinking of this woman, okay? And look, we have the woman who's thinking of them. It's like burning the midnight oil. It's like her thoughts are occupied by him and his thoughts are occupied by her. So that's what I say. It's like you both think of the other. So she's thinking about this ending. So is he. There's a lot of insecurities, anxiety surrounding that ending and surrounding the distant horizons card. So somebody could be keeping you at a distance. It could be this person here, but that doesn't mean they're not thinking of you. They could be keeping you at a distance, just like they're trying to keep those feelings at a distance, you know, or keep them buried, not look at them. But they can't, because they kind of creep into the thoughts, you know. And she might feel maybe that it's out of reach, or they both could be thinking that it's out of reach with that distant horizons card. It is a card of yearning for something, longing for something, hoping. It is speaking to one's desires, wishes. But it's something that feels far away. If your person is at a distance, this could be you thinking of them. This could be a long distance relationship for someone that also came to an end, and you're thinking of them. They're thinking of you. It can also speak to the need to open your mind and develop new views. So there's a need to open one's mind and to look at it, maybe try to look at it differently, become the hanged man, you know. Here they are. They're looking at something that failed. So this has to do with what I was previously talking about in the Nine of Swords. It's about some rash action or reaction that resulted in failure. Deep regret over this, even guilt. There's a lot of feelings here. I mean, this person does have trust issues. They may have felt that it was a trap, or that somebody was trapping them. It could also be, yeah, see, they're holding on to information here. Look at that. Oh, okay. So this person is holding on to a lot of emotional baggage. that they've been carrying. And I feel like if they truly want this new beginning, that they need to release this baggage. And if they don't, I kind of feel like it will be forced upon them, but might be a little harsher for them, that they will something will happen that will make them look at it. It's something that needs to be done. It's like they don't want to take the action to look at what they've been carrying and what has been actually causing them all these problems, what led up to the reaction, the emotions behind that drove it, that drove them to do this, that created all the chaos. It's about finding the root issue. You see, with the Six of Wands in reverse, they didn't see it, or something wasn't learned, because and it's because they didn't see that there was failure. They have to get to the emotion that drove them to do what they did. So this change needs to happen before this can begin, because they need whatever they didn't learn here. They need it for the next leg of the journey, or for the next leg of the journey to be successful. Because without that lesson, you will repeat history. You see? Yeah, see, look, they're holding on to buried pain. There are swords scattered everywhere, and the Ten of Swords is right here also. So before they can come back, they need to go and pick up the pieces of the past and look at them. That's how they're going to move forward. The solution is in the past. And as much as they don't want to go back and look at those situations or experiences because they're too painful, it is necessary and will actually set them free from it. But they don't see that right now. So they really want this reunion with you that we see here. They're crying over this broken cup. And meanwhile, it's like this new opportunity is waiting for them up here. You see above the archway? It's almost like they put it up there because they're living under this dark cloud. And so because of those dark thoughts, it's those dark thoughts that are keeping them prisoner here, that drive the emotion, that are behind the emotion, or the emotions that are behind the thoughts. Could go vice versa, I suppose. But it's what's keeping them trapped here. And making it feel like it's out of reach. The cup is not out of reach. It's right there. I see it. They have but to change their thoughts. They change their reality. So here's a meeting that ended badly. It was very painful. And the people went their separate ways, but there was some type of deception here. It could be this person was not seeing clearly, or not seeing the reality of a situation, or of what was the driving force behind the action, which came from a Three of Swords experience they've had. I feel like they are in the Four of Swords, and they are thinking of you, and they are thinking of the past, and they are very, very tempted to reach out to you to wipe the slate clean. But they must do a journey back in time and clean that slate, so to speak, for the two of you to begin your journey together. And so although they're very stubborn, it is something that really needs to be done. See, they blew up here with that page of staves in the reverse. This is somebody who maybe was triggered, an emotion was triggered. They blew up, lost control. They are now back in the control here, but they are still having some dark thoughts, you know. And looking back at a failure, or what they really need to look at is why it failed, you know. What drove them to do this, because they're feeling regret for an action they did. There's a lot of misgivings with that Nine of Swords reverse about something they believed at the time, what they were thinking, you know. And so we have the Faith card and the Ace of Swords. And I feel like this is restoring one's faith. I feel like I mean, this could be about beliefs. Again, it could be a long-held belief. It's coming with that Ace of Swords. So there's something that you believed in, because it talks about believing and belief systems, you know. This Ace of Swords can be, again, it's like to see the truth of something, becoming clear on something. It can be, there can be a new way is needed of seeing something. I mean, it could be that their belief system needs an overhaul. This could be something they believe to be true that led to this conflict. Again, it goes back to that Three of Swords. It could be that they may need to reconnect with the divine. So I feel like they need to kind of take the hanged man position and look at something, look at this situation from a different view. In order to see the truth or to find it. So they need to go back and look at something, and I mean back further than this explosion here. They need to go back farther than that to find out why that explosion happened. Because clearly, if they're having all of these feelings of regret, they believe or have mixed feelings about what they were believing in at the time. So this casts the shadow of the doubt. And it could be for this person admitting that they were wrong can be difficult. So you're dealing with somebody who is, in fact, very stubborn and who has some very intense feelings. And these were generated by a deeper hurt, something that they have tried to bury or to keep buried. Just like, you know, the emotions for you, where they try to keep it buried because it affects them so much, you know. But if they don't do this, they will at some point be forced to do it. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.